Okay, let us start definite integrals. This is the question. 0 to pi by 2 cot x by cot x plus cosecant x dx is equal to m plus pi plus n. You have to calculate m into n. Okay. So, please write down the question, then we'll discuss further. Simply from this problem, it clearly suggests that you have to convert into sine and cos. You have to convert into sine and cos. So if we convert into sine and cos, this becomes 0 to pi by 2. This becomes 0 to pi by 2 cos x by 1 plus cos x dx. Cos x 0 to pi by 2 cos x by 1 plus cos x. Next up, what we do is we rationalize it. What we do is we rationalize in such a way, so make the denominator a certain angle which can be integrable. So this can be written as 0 to pi by 2. This can be written as cos x into 1 minus cos x divided by sine square x dx. So this will give you 0 to pi by 2 cot x cosecant x dx, one part. Other part will be 0 to pi by 2 will give you cot square x. This can again be written as cosecant x. Cot square x can be written as cosecant square x minus 1. Where generally mistake happens, I let you know. 0 to pi by 2 cot x cosecant x dx minus 0 to pi by 2 cot square x is nothing but cosecant square x minus 1 dx. So finally what we get is 0 to pi by 2 integral of cot x cosecant x is minus cosecant x minus cosecant x plus cot x next plus x. Why? Because integral of minus cosecant square x is minus. So minus minus becomes plus. You convert into sine and cos. 0 to pi by 2. This becomes cos x minus 1 by sine x. This is the way the students are doing mistake, because if you take cosecant, it becoming as 1 by sine pi by 2, but denominator is sine 0 is 0, it is tending to infinite. So we always convert into half angle. 0 to pi by 2, 1 minus cos x nothing but you get minus 2 sine square x by 2 by 2 sine x by 2 cos x by 2 plus x. So finally we get 0 to pi by 2 minus tan x by 2 plus x. Now we substitute the values. When we substitute the values, we get minus 1 plus pi by 2. If you do in between anywhere and try to substitute it, you will be zapped and you can't get the correct answer. So this can also be written as 1 by 2 common, you will get pi minus 2. So pi minus 2 is there. So clearly I am writing answer here. I will draw a line for you. So what is the value of m here? M equal to 1 by 2 and n equal to minus 2. So therefore m into n is equal to minus 1. So why I took this problem is because in between when you got cos at cosecant x integral, you got minus cosecant x. Directly if you put, again what is happening is tending to infinite. So whenever this type of question comes, you convert into simple form, convert into half angle, then there is no issue at all. Because Tan pi by 4 will give you -1. Tan 0 is 0. You'll get your required answer. This is asked in JEE Mains, but why I took this problem is because to make you understand that where the students do generally mistake. I'll give you 1 minute of time. Please write down. Let us move to example 2. Please write down the example first. Example 2. This is also previous JEE Mains problem, but here also you learn something. That's why we took this problem initially. So if you see clearly, it indicates alpha to alpha plus 1. Always remember smaller term will come first, then bigger term of denominator. Obviously, x plus alpha plus 1 is greater than x plus alpha. Obviously, if you take alpha positive or even whatever you take alpha positive value, obviously x plus alpha plus 1 is greater than x plus alpha. Dx. What is happening if you take x plus alpha will cancel 1. Perfect. So it clearly alpha to alpha plus 1, I am writing directly because you all know x plus alpha by x plus alpha plus 1 is this one. Now we have to substitute these values, upper limit and minus lower limit. So what we get is log of alpha and alpha 2 alpha plus 1. You will get whole square divided by you get 2 times alpha plus 1 into 2 alpha. Modulus is equal to 9 by 8. Just putting the upper value and minus lower value. Finally, you get this result. This is log base C 9 by 8. Why this problem I took it is because lot of students do mistake while taking the log as well as comparing it. If it is not mentioned, it is always log base E. Now, so what we get finally, 2 alpha plus 1 whole square by 4 into alpha plus 1 equal to 9 by 8. So finally we get alpha square plus alpha minus 2 is equal to 0. I am not wasting much time on steps of simplification because you all are intelligent, you can easily do it. So alpha is equal to minus 2 and 1. Two possible values. Example 3. So there is a mistake is there, it is a greatest integer. Please write down. It's a very interesting problem. Lot of students have done mistake. They are not able to do it. Here we learn 2-3 concepts. This is the greatest integer of. Some students try to draw the graph. Some students were not able to understand. They convert into double angle, half angle. All those mistakes were done. It's a really tricky problem. 0 to pi by 2, greatest integer of sine 2x by 1 plus cos 3x. Before I proceed to this problem, please remember, greatest integer of minus x is equal to minus 1 minus greatest integer of x. It's a very important property. It is only valid for all x belongs to real numbers except integers. It's a very, very important property. What? Another property we know, 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Whenever you do a problem for revision, you always try to practice and write the formulae every time. So, if I do like this, this is I, you apply 0 to pi by 2. So, sine 2 into pi by 2 minus x into 1 plus cos 3 into pi by 2 minus x. We'll do like this. I think there is a mistake. The problem is 0 to 2 pi. Here this is 0 to 2 pi. There's a mistake. 0 to 2 pi. Sorry. This is 2 pi. And this is 2 pi. There's a mistake in problem. So 0 to 2 pi, greatest integer of sine 2x plus 1 plus cos 2x. So these are the two important formulae which we'll be using. I will take the next slide to explain you. Please write down the formulae. I like next slide. 0 to 2 pi, I can also be written as greatest integer of sine 2 into 2 pi minus x into 1 plus cos 3 into 2 pi minus x. This is the greatest integer x. What is happening? Sine 4 pi minus 2x is nothing but 0 to 2 pi, greatest integer of minus sine 2x into 6 pi minus x, 3x. So what happens basically, it is in the fourth quadrant. So it is nothing but 1 plus cos 3x. Use the property, greatest integer of minus x equal to minus 1 minus greatest integer of x. Using that property, I minus 1 minus I. This is the same, minus I. So because using this property, greatest integer of minus x equal to 1 minus greatest integer of x. You get 2i is equal to, when you put this as a minus I, this is minus I means 0 to 2 pi. Because that's the value you are writing. So this becomes minus 2 pi minus I. This part only. So this becomes, sorry here I, now 2i is equal to minus 2 pi. Or I equal to minus pi. Again I repeat, when we do here 2 times of 2 pi minus x, it becomes 4 pi minus x. You remove 2 pi because one circle is over. So 2 pi minus x. Sine 2 pi minus x is minus sine 2x. Here 6 pi. When 6 pi is there, remove 4 pi. What is left? 2 pi minus x. So cos 2 pi minus x is plus cos 2x only. There is no change. So this becomes I. So I minus I will become 2i. And this will become upper limit minus lower limit is minus 2 pi. So I is equal to minus pi. This is also JEE Mains question. But why we took it is, this is very important concept. Please, this based on this concept in the JEE Mains as well as JEE Advanced, they ask so many times. Now comes example 4. Why we took this example is to teach you how whenever cot inverse is given, you have to try it into tan inverse and rearrangement. That's main. This question is concentration on rearrangement. 0 to 1, x tan inverse 1 by 1 minus x square plus x to the power 4 dx. Why so? Again you write the formula. Cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse 1 by x. First step is this one. Please write down. After this, 0 to 1, x into tan inverse, this can be written as x square minus times of x square minus 1 divided by 1 plus x square into x square minus 1 dx. So tan inverse a minus b by 1 plus ab. So this becomes 0 to 1 x into tan inverse x square minus tan inverse x square minus 1 dx. So what we observe is, if I take is in this integral x square is equal to t, so 2x dx equal to dt is given to you. So this becomes 1 by 2 integral 0 to 1. So this becomes tan inverse t dt. Minus 1 by 2 0 to 1 tan inverse u du. So what we have done is x square is equal to t. Similarly, in other case, x square minus 1 is equal to u. Further you know. So once after you getting tan inverse t integral, you know tan inverse u integral, while putting the values. So, but here limits changes. Here becomes minus 1, here minus 1 to 0, here limits are 0 to 1. Why so? If I put 1, so you get u is equal to 0. If we put 0, you get minus 1. So we get finally, after putting the values, pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 log 2. So every problem is different. Every problem we are learning some or other new concept. Here, how to convert cot to tan, that is taught here. Next comes example 5. Here, minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4, minus a to plus a, whenever is given, please always concentrate about odd and even function. Minus a to plus a, f of x dx is equal to 0 when fx is odd function. Similarly, this is 2 times of 0 to a when f of x dx, when f of x is even function. So in every problem, some or other new concept we are learning. Concept wise, this exercise was created. So minus a to plus a, f of x dx equal to 0 when fx is odd. This is 2 times of 0 to a when f of x is even. If you observe very carefully, this is an odd function. Why? F of minus x will give you how much? 2 minus minus plus x into cos x by 2 minus x cos x. Now, what you are doing is g of f of x. What is g is doing? Log. So, log of 2 plus x cos x divided 2 minus x cos x is nothing but minus g of f of x. So clearly it is an odd function. This is odd function. So please, a standard rule is there. Please write down, then I'll explain you. So answer will be 0. This answer will be 0. So concept behind is that log of a minus odd function, a plus odd function. If we integrate from minus a to plus a, or this is some b, you take it, both are different. So this dx always value will be 0. This question is very common and so many competitions they asked. That's why we took this one. Minus a2 plus a log of b minus odd function, b plus odd function is always 0. Next one. Why we took it? Because if you see the previous JEE Mains and JEE Advanced problems, everywhere greatest integer is involved. That's why to give an introduction of greatest integer, we took this example. Sin square x, leave it. 1 by 2, leave it. Let us analyze x by pi. No, we always break from integers. From -2 to -1. -2 to -1, suppose I will take as -1.5. X value as -1.5 by pi will always gives you -1, greatest integer. Similarly, not even -1, you can even take up to 0. This value is always -1 because it will always be a fraction. Why so? Because pi value is approximately 3.14. We are talking from -2 to 0. Now, this is x by pi is equal to 0 whenever it is from 0 to 2. So we break this integral into two parts. We write -2 to 0 sin square x dx by -1 plus 1 by 2. Other part is 0 to 2 sin square x dx 0 plus 1 by 2. Rest is simple. This becomes minus times -2 to 0 2 sin square x dx plus 0 to 2 2 sin square x dx. See, in JEE Advanced especially multiple concepts are asked. Here the concept of greatest integer, then converting to 2 sin square x into a double angle and doing it. Please write down, we'll move further. So by just seeing you can see it's odd and even, we can't identify it as an odd function. So we convert into double angle. So this becomes -2 to 0 minus times of 1 minus cos 2x dx plus 0 to 2 1 minus cos 2x dx. Once we put the values, we get -2 plus sine 4 by 2 plus 2 minus sine 4 by 2. Final result is 0. Even though we can't identify it's an odd function, but the value is coming out to be 0. Let us come to the 7th example. Why we took this example is there are 3 stages problem. This one seems to be big angles, but stage 1 convert into sine and cos, stage 2 proper substitution, stage 3 after substitution when you get the integral putting the upper limit and lower limit very carefully. So if we convert into sine and cos, so this can again be written as pi by 6 to pi by 4. So rather than converting, more dominating is the powers of tan is given. So we can write tan to the power 5x plus 1 by tan to the power 5x, part 1. So derivative tan is required. So this is 2 sin x cos x, 2 sin x cos x. What we do is we divide by cos square x. We divide by cos square x and multiply by cos square x. So 1 by cos square x basically multiplying, dividing it. So what we get is pi by 6 to pi by 4 will remain as it is. So 1 by cos square x will give you secant x. You will get secant square x dx by 1 cos x will cancel, you get 1 by 2, I will take it out. Tan x into tan to the power 5x plus 1 by tan to the power 5x. So tan x derivative is present as secant square x dx. So tan x equal to t. What limits will change? So this is pi by 6 means 1 by root 3. Pi by 4 is 1. This becomes dt by t into t to the power 5 plus 1 by t to the power 5. Please write down, then we'll move to the next step. So please remember which is the dominating function. Dominating function is tan, because tan to the power 5x is written. So we'll try to convert all into tan. When tan we have converted, we'll try to find the derivative in the numerator. That's all rearrangement. Every problem you are learning some or other thing new. So these are the concepts you have to remember, not the problem. So next step becomes 1 by 2. Limits are of course 1 by root 3 to 1. This becomes t to the power 4 dt, tt will cancel, t to the power 10 plus 1. So clearly t to the power 5 is suppose u. So what we are getting? 5 t to the power 4 dt is equal to du. So automatically this will become multiplied by 5 divided by 1 by 10. What will be limits now? Limits will be 1 by root 3 to the power 5 and power 1. This will give you du by 1 plus u square. See, for this we took a problem because all powers are there. Very carefully you have to substitute. So 1 by 10 tan inverse u. Limits are 1 by, even if you 4 power you get 9 root 3 also you can write it, because root 3 into root 3 will give you 3, 3 into 3 will give you 9, 9 root 3, and this is 1. So finally we get 1 by 10 pi by 4 minus tan inverse 1 by 9 root 3. We have seen, if you see the old J advanced questions, especially integral and definite integrals, numerical calculations values are like that. They'll make a question in such a way the students generally do mistake while substituting it. So you must be very careful while substituting it. At the end only you have to substitute it. Let us do next example. Here also, the greatest integer concept including trigonometry, sine graph. If we draw sine graph like this is minus pi by 2 and this is plus pi by 2. Always greatest integer is given, you draw horizontal lines like this. This is minus 1 and this is 1. This is 1, sorry. This is 1. And this again minus 1, not this line. So here place minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 they have given. So x lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. When you draw a horizontal line, so what we have to do in this case is minus pi by 2 is more than pi by 2 is more than 1, minus pi by 2 is less than minus 1. So what we do, we divide this interval, always greatest integer we divide into integer parts. x equal to minus pi by 2 to minus 1. You have to break dx. Now, minus pi by 2 plus minus pi by 2 to minus 1, if you take, greatest integer of x will give you minus 2 because less than minus 1. And sin x value will always be minus 1 plus 4, part 1. Next comes minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0 dx. Greatest integer will give you minus 1. This will be as it is, minus 1 plus 4. You see the graph of it. Next, plus 0 to 1 dx. Obviously 0 to 1, what happens? This value is also 0. This value is also 0. This is 4. Plus 1 to pi by 2. See, breaking of greatest integer into parts is the most important thing. This becomes 1, 0 and 4. Why it is always 0? Because sine pi 0 to pi by 2, sine always lies less than 1. But if minus pi by 2 0, it is minus 1. See, minus 1, everywhere minus 1. Here 0, here 0. So carefully we have to put the values. So minus pi by 2 to minus 1, minus 1 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to pi by 2. So, substitution I am not doing. Directly you can get it as minus pi by 2 to minus 1. You get x plus minus 1 to 0. You get 1 by 2x plus 0 to 1. You get 1 by 4x plus 1 to pi by 2. You get x by 5. So if we keep on substituting the value, we get 3 by 20, 4 pi minus 3. So they can ask you in the numerical problem also, instead of 4 they will give you k, find the value of k. They will give you like this, they will give you answer is 3 by 20, k pi minus 3. Find the k value in integer type. So k is becomes 4. Let us move further. Why do we took this problem? Tan theta, root k secant theta. Derivative secant theta is not tan theta. So we have to rearrange in such a way. We get the derivative. So here we can't rearrange. So we try to convert into sin and cos. So if I take 1 by 2 root k outside, we convert into sin and cos. So this becomes sin theta by root cos theta. Why we took this problem? Integral f dash x by root f x dx is equal to 2 root f of x. We can apply this one. Derivative cos is of course minus sign. So minus sign will be there. That's not a big issue. So we can write this as minus 1 by root 2k. Of course, limits will also change. The limits will be 1 to root 2, 1 by root 2. So automatically get 2t. So this becomes 1 by root k minus root 2 by root k. So k equal to 2 will satisfy. K equal to 2 will satisfy. You will get 1 by root 2 minus root 2 will cancel. because minus is outside. So directly you can apply integral of f dash x root f of x is to root f of x. So most of the students do in means when they evaluate it by substitution, they do mistake. For this we took this problem. Now we come to example 10. Again, there's some sense is there to use this problem again. Greatest integer is there. So why we took this problem? This asked in KVPI also. So sometimes if you go to old question papers of KVPI, there are some questions are repeated in J Advanced also. So here we also same way we break. We write 1 to 2. Greatest integer of x will become 1 only. 1 into cos of pi by 2 into x minus 1. You write the value of this one. Again 2 to 3. This is 2 to 3. What will happen here? Greatest integer of 2 to 3 will be 2. This will give you 2 cos pi by 2 into x minus 2 dx. So cos pi by 2x minus pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 minus x pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 minus theta is sin theta. Cos minus theta is always cos theta only. So 1 to 2. This becomes sin pi by 2x dx. But here what is happening? Cos pi by 2 minus pi. Cos pi by 2x minus pi. Or pi minus cos x will give you minus. Minus 2 times of 2 to 3. Here cos pi by 2x dx. That's why this problem is so important. So this will give you 1 to 2. This will give you minus 2 by pi cos pi by 2x minus 2 to 3. We get 2 by pi sin pi by 2x. So after substituting the value, we will get 6 by pi. Calculation you try. Six by pi will be the answer. Question number 11. Here also involved greatest integer. By why we took the example? Because there are two concepts are involved. What are the concepts you will understand? We break this integral. 0 to 1, it is 0 e to the power minus x dx plus 1 to 2, 1 into e to the power minus x dx plus 2 to 3, 2 into e to the power minus x dx and so on. If you substitute the value, we will get this is 0 of course. This will give you 1 by e minus 1 by e square. Next bracket will be 2 by e square minus 2 by e cube. Next bracket will be 3 by e cube minus 3 by e to the power 4 and so on up to infinite series. So what we get? We are getting a GP series. 1 by e square, 1 by e cube. So see another concept. So here greatest integer concept as well as infinite series. Then summation of infinite series very carefully. This is a common ratio. So what is the formula I used? S infinity is equal to a by 1 minus r. So you get how much? 1 by e divided by 1 minus 1 by e. We get 1 by 1 minus e. Example 12. So you understood here how integral problem converted to infinite GP, then from infinite GP to formula of infinite GP application. Example 12. This is also a very common question in examinations. 1 to e in log x to the power n dx, if you see the old IIT questions. So this is 2011 I 2012. See what is in? So whenever these questions are there in first step itself will get answer if you do carefully. So log x to the power n, you know I late. Logarithmic is the first function, algebra is the second function. You have to take as 1 as the first function, second function. So we get log x to the power n to integral 1 dx minus d by dx of log x to the power n into integral of 1 dx box close dx. Of course, limits are from 1 to e. Limits are from 1 to e. Please write down the step, then we'll move further. So we know log 1 is 0, log e is 1. So we substitute that value. So what we get? In, we get as e minus n into in minus 1, we will get it. Why so? Because what we got? 1 to e log x to the power n into x minus integral n log x to the power n minus 1 into 1 by x into x dx. X and x might cancel, in. So what we get? In plus n into in minus 1 is equal to e. So therefore I 2011 plus n I 2010 obviously e. What is n here? Again 2011. So E is the option. So same type you might have seen in the tan also. Just to recall, in plus in minus 1, in minus 2, will give you might have studied in tan, 0 to n, 0 to pi by 2, tan x to the power n dx, same fundamental is followed. So this value will give you 1 by n minus 1. Mean n plus n minus 2 by 2, n minus 1 will come. If this is as in is given to you. You might have seen the old questions. Example 13, another type of problem where you have to draw the graph, then you have to break it up. So two things are there, mod of x minus pi graph and cos inverse of cos x graph. Purely graphical problem. If you see very carefully, x minus pi mod, obviously it will be like this. This is equal to pi. This is 0. Maximum value you will get at pi. This is 2 pi. Now we draw of cos inverse of cos x. Cos inverse of cos x. This is equal to x between 0 to pi, and this is equal to 2 pi minus x. This equation is 2 pi minus x, and this line is x. This is the graph. So please remember the graph of cos inverse of cos x. It is always positive. It's like a mountain. In the childhood, you have drawn the mountains. So minimum. The talking of minima means this is the minima. This is the minimum part. This is the minima. This is the integral they are asking. So this value is pi by 2. This value is 3 pi by 2. You can use the area concept also rather than this thing, because this is the pi by 2 means what will be the this point of this is the pi by 2 means this also height is pi by 2. So length is pi. So two triangles, area is half into width is pi, height is pi by 2, plus 1 by 2, again width is pi, height. So if it is 3 pi by 2, which line? We are talking about x minus. So height will always be again pi by 2. So what we get here? Pi square by 4, pi square by 4 will give you final answer is pi square by 2. So this problem, rather than putting the values and breaking the interval, if you know the graph accurately, you break the graph and by graphically find the area of a triangle, easily you will get pi square by 2 without wasting much time. You can do this problem in a speculated time interval. Pi square by 2 will get. So this problem is again different. How graphically you have to, maxima when we talk, the maxima will be this part. This is the maxima. Same. You can easily draw by using the trapezium rule. If they ask the same question in maxima, you try for maxima. I write the problem 0 to 2 pi max of mod x minus pi and cos inverse cos x. Please try on your own. You got 3 trapeziums. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trapeziums you will get it. What is a trapezium? Where two sides are parallel. Half sum of parallel sides into height. Use the concept, you will get answer. Switch on to the question number 14. Question number 14, here fractional part of x. So fractional part of x is equal to x minus greatest integer of x. Whenever fractional part is given, you please always write in a x minus greatest integer x form. Automatically get it. Same way, we have to convert into fractions. 0 to 1. This becomes e to the power. The mistake is there. This is cos. They forgot to write. This is equal to cos pi x dx, cos pi x dx by, you will get 1 by e to the power cos pi x plus e to the power minus cos pi x. Same way you keep on coming. So I taken step. This is in a form of e to the power cos pi x dx by e to the power. If I use the formula 0 to a f of x dx, this will become 0 to a f of a minus x dx. It won't change. So automatically every integral will become 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 up to 2012 terms. So every integral will become 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, because denominator won't change, and if you add both, you'll get 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. How many 1 by 2s are there? 2012 1 by 2s will be there. Therefore, answer is 1006. Please write down. More examples. 14. So here we use 0 to a f of x dx is 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So same I will come 2i is equal to 1 will come, I equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 2012 terms will be there. Therefore, 2012 into 1 by 2 will give you 1006. Example 15. Very interesting example. They asked in KVPY, for each positive integer n, defined f of n is equal to minimum of x to the power n by n factorial, 1 minus x to the power n by n factorial, x lies between 0 to 1. Let in is 0 to 1 f of n dx, and n is greater than or equal to 1. Then summation n is equal to 1 to infinity in. Please write down the question. I hope you have written the question now. See how we attack this problem. Say 0 to 1 they gave. They break into two parts. What we do is 0 to 1 by 2, x to the power n by n factorial will be minimum. We are talking about minimum. Then 1 by 2 to 1, 1 minus x to the power n by n factorial will be minimum. That is the major secret behind this problem. So this is one thing. Now once we got this one, now integration is very easy. So this becomes 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 by n factorial 1 by 2 to the power n, 1 by 2 to the power n, the integral becomes n plus 1 by n plus 1, this becomes n plus 1 factorial. Plus, this will give you 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 by again n plus 1 factorial. Why? You know integral minus 1 will be there, upper limits, we get the same answer. So if you add these two, he is asking summation in when n is equal to 1 to infinity. So this is nothing but summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. So 1 by 2 n plus 1, 1 by 2 n both are same. So we can write 2 times. So this is nothing but 2 times 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 factorial. This will give you 2 times 1 by 2 whole square by 2 factorial, 1 by 2 whole cube by 3 factorial, and so on. What is missing? We'll add and subtract. What is missing is 1 by 2 to the power 1 factorial plus 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power 1 factorial minus 1. So this is an exponential function 2. This is e to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 will give you minus 3 by 2. So here also very carefully which is maximum, which is minimum function, breaking the function, converting into properly, exponential concept is also clear. Then how we use the summation and how we get this answer. So 2 e to the power 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Please remember, doing a tough problems and big problems is not the J advanced concept. J advanced is the time bound. You have to do within 2 minutes and with more concepts. So once you open the bracket, you can open the bracket also. 2 root e minus 3 will be the final answer. Example 16. is also, this example they have asked in JEE Advanced also, they have asked in KVPA also. In this type of problem, basic idea is to remove denominator. It means you have to bring the numerator term, you have to break in such a way that you get the denominator term. So what we do, we talk about numerator. What is numerator given? 0 to pi by 2. This is sin x whole to the power root 2 plus 1 dx. We break it. So what we do is, derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of sin x is given to you as cos x. So what we do is, we take sin x as the second function, sin x to the power root 2 as a first function. So this becomes sin x to the root 2 as a first function, and integral of sin x is minus cos x. Please, I am writing direct step. Minus 0 to pi by 2. Of course, limits are from 0 to pi by 2 here. So what happens here? Root 2 sin x whole to the power root 2. You get minus cos x into cos x dx. So if we substitute this value here, pi sin pi by 2 is 1, but cos pi by 2 is 0. If you put 0, sin 0 is 0. So this becomes 0. You get minus root 2, 0 to pi by 2. This becomes sin x to the power root 2 into minus cos square x, or cos square x we write as minus, I have taken already. Sorry, sin cos square x, 1 minus sin square x. 1 minus, sorry, sin square x dx. What we observe? We observe this is numerator function. Numerator is equal to, if you take this one as, this is sin x is given to you. Sin x 1 minus root 2 minus 1. This is root 2 minus 1. Sorry, this is root 2 minus 1. So this becomes, so minus sin root 2 x minus 1 is given to you. So 1 minus sin square x. So what we get is sin root 2 minus 1 into sin square x will give you root 2 plus 1. So which is again a numerator function. Denominator function what we get is sin x root 2 minus 1 into root 2. So we get root 2 0 to pi by 2 into sin x to the power root 2 minus 1 dx. Okay, this is equal to, and because minus sin square x is there, so minus cos square x minus I have taken 1 minus sin square x is there. So this is nothing but minus minus plus. Let me check some mistake we have done. This is sin x is correct, minus cos x integral will come, sin x will come, minus already there, sorry, minus minus becomes plus here. This is plus here. Because cos square x is there, minus minus becomes plus, 1 minus sin square x. So this is root 2 minus 1 plus, this is minus root 2 of numerator will come. So numerator 1 plus root 2. Because when you multiply sin x to the power root 2 minus 1 into sin square x, you get the numerator function. This will give you root 2 into 0 to pi by 2 sin x to the power is a denominator function. So numerator, finally numerator 1 plus 2 root 2 is equal to root 2 into denominator. So what is the numerator now? Numerator is nothing but root 2. This is, I'll write to the next page, please write down. So numerator is nothing but root 2 denominator by 1 plus root 2. So denominator cancel. So finally we get root 2 by root 2 plus 1. So answer will be root 2 by 1 plus root 2. We rationalize and we get answer. So main idea is that you split the numerator in such a way, you must get the denominator. So then what happens? Denominator cancel and you get a simplified form. Example 17. So there is a mistake here. This is nothing but fractional part of x. Is fractional part of x. This question is 1 to n plus 1 fractional part of x whole to the power greatest integer divided by greatest integer of x dx. That is the question. So we split it. Same as integers. So we write 1 to 2. This becomes x minus 1. I already told you, whenever fractional part is there, convert into greatest integer. Again, 2 to 3. This is x minus 2 whole square by 2. And so on. If you keep on doing it. So further integral you know. So this becomes Sn. You will get as 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. Why I took this problem? Due to this only. It is in a form of 1 by n plus 1. So this can again be written as 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 and so on, 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. So finally we get 1 by n plus 1. This is equal to n by n plus 1. Every problem we are learning some more of the new concepts. Example 18. So in is equal to 0 to pi by 2 x to the power n cos x dx, where n is non-negative integer, then summation n is equal to 2 to infinity in by n factorial minus in minus 2 by n minus 2 factorial. Please write down the question, then we'll do it. Somewhat similar problem we did it. So in is 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power n, x to the power n cos x dx, where n is a non-negative integer. Then summation n is equal to 2 to infinity in by n factorial minus in minus 2 by n minus 2 factorial. So this is the question. So if we write is in, so isolate we use. So algebra is coming first, trigonometry second. So we take it this as 0 to pi by 2 I can be written as x to the power n. Integral of cos x is sin x minus integral derivative of x to the power n is n, x to the power n minus 1 into integral of cos x is sin x dx. Okay, again we do it. So again what we get is x to the power n sin x will remain as it is. So next time we get minus n, minus plus will come, because n into x to the power n minus 1 into cos x minus n into n minus 1 into integral x to the power n minus 2 cos x dx. Why? Again we got the same. So in, if you put the value 0 to pi by 2, so you get pi by 2 to the power n plus 0 minus n into n minus 1 into in minus 2. That is most important. So we get in plus n into n minus 1 in minus 2 is equal to pi by 2 to the power n. We divide by n factorial. We get in by n factorial plus in minus 2 by n minus 2 factorial will come, because you're dividing by n factorial, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial will be left over, will cancel, is equal to pi by 2 to the power n. So once we got it, he is asking the summation of it. Summation n equal to 2 to infinity pi by 2 to the power n by n factorial, which will give you. So what we do, we'll form an infinite series. 1 plus pi by 2, this is extra, plus pi by 2 whole square by 2 factorial and so on. So minus 1 minus pi by 2. So this is exponential function. E to the power pi by 2 minus 1 minus pi by 2 is the final answer. Please write down. So these type of tricky questions definitely you can expect in JEE Advanced. Example 19 is also beautiful problem, because concept of greatest integer is that, but very carefully you have to find the value. Of course this old JEE Advanced problem only, but why we took this problem? Because to understand what is f of x square and f of x plus 1. Please write down this question. Question number 19. Okay, problem is simple. Only thing is that you have to break it properly. So what we do is, f of x square is nothing but, they gave you f of x value. So f of x square is nothing but greatest integer of x square when x square is less than equal to 2, or x lies between minus root 2 to plus root 2. And this is 0 whenever x square is greater than 2. It means x is greater than equal to root 2, or a greater than root 2 you can write, and x is less than minus root 2. So f of x plus 1, because that is only you require. This is greatest integer of x plus 1 whenever x plus 1 is less than equal to 2, or x is less than equal to 1. 0 whenever x plus 1 is greater than 2, or x is greater than 1. Now problem is over. So we break minus 1 to 0, x into 0, because that lies in this interval, 2 plus 0 into dx. Very carefully you have to substitute. 0 to 1, this is also x into 0 dx by x plus 1, plus 1 to root 2 x dx by 2 plus 0. After breaking, this main function breaking is most important part. Rest everything is very simple. So obviously you get answer as integral of x, this is 0, integral of x is x square by 2. This will give you x square by 4. Limits are from 1 to root 2. So we get I is equal to 1 by 4. So cleverly they asked 4i minus 1 is equal to 0. See, every problem is different. After lot of research, we have selected these problems. In such a way, you must be benefited. Now problem 20. Alpha equal to 0 to 1 e to the power 9x plus 3 tan inverse x into 12 plus 9x square 1 plus x square dx. Sometimes it's to be very big, but if main you have to concentrate here. Please write down this problem, then we'll move further. See, J Advanced especially, they give these type of things, 2 or 3 concepts as well as numerical, because even small error you are gone. So very slowly you have to do it, not unlike J mains. So what we observe in this? 9x plus 3 tan inverse x is equal to t. What is the derivative you get? 9 plus 3 by 1 plus x square dx is equal to dt. So clearly alpha is nothing but limits you change 0 to 9 plus 3 pi by 4. So simple it became e to the power t dt. Story is not over here. Alpha is equal to e to the power 9 plus 3 pi by 4 minus e to the power 0, or alpha plus 1 equal to e to the power 9 plus 3 pi by 4. Take log. So log base e alpha plus 1 is equal to 9 plus 3 pi by 4. Very neatly they frame a problem. Log base e alpha plus 1 minus 3 pi by 4 is equal to 9. They will ask a numerical problem. So question number, I think previous one was 21. This is 21. Typographical error. This question is 21. It's also very interesting. The concept behind this is d by dx of y integral dx is equal to y. So integral and differentiation. This is nothing but y plus c. Concept behind is this only. Or d by dx of integral f of x dx is equal to f of x. That's the concept behind this. So very carefully we will do. So of course this will be the second function and this will be the first function. That is the main secret behind this problem. Okay, let us proceed. So 0 to 1, 4x cube will remain as it is. One integral will cancel, you get d by dx of 1 minus x to the power 5 minus integral 12x square d by dx of 1 minus x square to the power 5 dx. Simple one. If you put the limits, obviously 1 will put 0, becomes 0, it's a 0. So you got 0 minus 12 outside. Again you have to do by parts. This is second function and this is first function. Second function and first function. Again minus 12x square into 1 minus x square to the power 5. Limits are 0 to 1. Obviously this part will become 0, 0 plus. This part is 0. Already this one. Minus 12x square. So minus minus becomes plus. Integral 24x to 1 minus x square to the power 5 dx. Now further, derivative of x square is x is given to you. Further you simplify. you will get finally answer as 2. Further integral you can do it. This is again a good problem. 0 to 4 pi e to the power t sine to the power 680 cos to the power 680. This is sine to the power 680 cos to the power 480. There is a mistake here. This is 4. And e to the power t sine to the power 60 and cos to the power 480. This is 4. It's a very interesting problem, a unique question. It's 4. This is question number 21. So basic idea, we can't do anything in the denominator. So we try to simplify the numerator in such a way you get a denominator term. That is the main secret behind this. So what we do is, here 0 to 4 pi, we take the concept of periodicity. We know 0 to n t f of x dx can be written as n times 0 to t f of x dx. So here periodicity we have not taken any problem, that's why this problem is taken. Next. So if we write the step 0 to pi e to the power t sine to the power 680 plus cos to the power 480 dt plus pi to 2 pi e to the power t dash 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 dash. I am not writing everything. Plus so on from 3 pi to 4 pi we will write it. I am not writing. This is the numerator term. Again what happens? In these cases what you have to do is t is equal to x plus pi. So another case x plus 2 pi. Next case x plus 3 pi. We do this. We do the substitution. So why we are doing this substitution? Because if you put the pi, we get x equal to 0. And if we put 2 pi, we get pi. All limits will be 0 to pi. To change into every limit 0 to pi. So t is equal to x plus pi. And t is equal to x plus 2 pi. Here t is equal to x plus 3 pi. So finally what we get is, when we do this, we get 0 to pi e to the power t sine to the power 680 plus cos to the power 480 dt. Within the bracket you get 1 plus e to the power pi plus e to the power 2 pi plus e to the power 3 pi, and denominator will cancel. 0 to pi e to the power t sine to the power 680 plus cos to the power 480 dt. Both terms will cancel. This will be the extra, you will get it. So this is 1 plus e to the power pi, e to the power 2 pi, e to the power 3 pi. It is like 1 plus x square plus x cube. Can also be written as x to the power 4 minus 1 by x minus 1. This is e to the power 4 pi minus 1 by e to the power pi minus 1. I repeat once again, when you do substitution, so what happens here? It becomes e to the power x plus pi, e to the power pi will be taken common, e to the power 2 pi common, e to the power 3 pi common, like this will come. So numerator term will 0 to pi, every limits will become 0 to pi. Main idea is that, so change the numerator limits in a form of 0 to pi, because denominator is 0 to pi. So very interesting problem. Please do once again. (22) 0 to infinity sine square you might have done this type of question. Sine square x by x square into a into 0 to infinity. Main idea behind is that you have to take into by parts this one. So sine square x will become the first function, 1 by x square as second function. Then you have to proceed to bring in a form of this one. Let us do. So this becomes sine square x integral 0 to infinity dx by x square minus 0 to infinity d by dx of sine square x into integral dx by x square dx. So we get obviously minus sine square x is a fixed value by x, 0 to infinity. So if you put the limiting value, it will give you 0, because sine square x is always a positive value, always lies between minus 1 to 0 to 1. This is a limiting case 0, as infinite 1 by infinite will tend to. Lower limit is a limiting case. Plus, you will get 0 to infinity sine 2x by x dx. So we multiply by 2, divide by 2. So this can be written as, so multiply by 2 and divide by 2. If we do it, so sine 2x by 2 we got it. So 2, 0 to infinity sine 2x dx by 2x. 2x equal to t, this becomes 2 times 2 dx equal to dt. So this becomes 0 to infinity sine t by t dt. Because you have taken 2x equal to t, 2 dx is equal to dt. So this becomes 0 to infinity. So the value of a equal to 1. So lower limit is solved by the limit. So limit extending to 0, sine square x by x will give you 0. Infinite, 1 by x is tending to 0. (23) Clearly it indicates Leibniz rule. Leibniz rule you have to apply. So f dash x is equal to differentiation of 1 is 0 plus minus 1 by x square. Integral will remain as it is, f of t dt, plus 1 by x will remain as it is. This will give you f of x. Actually it is forming a differential equation. Then we substitute the limits. We get minus 1 by x into f of x minus 1 because 1 by this is 1 by x f of x minus 1 by x square. This if you differentiate. So what is this actually? This is f of x minus 1 by x f of x minus 1. Why we wrote like this? Because minus 1 by x square 1 to f of t dt is given to you, and plus 1 by x f of x is given to you as f dash x is equal to minus 1 by x f of x minus 1 f of x square minus 1. 1 minute please. This value is nothing but, this integral value is nothing but f of x minus 1 is equal to 1 by x 1 to x f of t dt. Same thing I wrote, f of x minus 1 into minus 1 by x plus 1 by x f of x. This is the most important trick in this. So we substitute 1 to x f of t dt value as f of x minus 1. That is most important trick. Then rest is very easy. So these two terms will cancel. These two terms will cancel. We get finally we get f dash x is equal to 1 by x. So f of x is equal to log x plus c. So f of 1 is equal to c, 0 plus c. So f of 1 is equal to log x plus c, where c is equal to 1. F of 1 is equal to 1 by putting in the function. So f of x is equal to log x plus 1. F of 1 by e will give you log 1 by e plus 1, which is equal to log e minus, this minus 1 plus 1 will give you 0. How we got f of 1 is equal to 1? F of 1 is equal to 1 we got by the initial function. When you see, if you put x equal to 1, if you put in this function x equal to 1, this part will become 0, only 1 will be left over. So from this we get it as f of 1 is equal to 1. So I hope you have understood. So thank you. Thank you. Best of luck. Best of luck for your JEE Advance. Visham DCFL. Thank you. All the best for your coming